So Antoinette is enjoying her crabs. Outside here, this restaurant, there's glass. See? There's some seats. Now we're 3/4 of the way up on the second floor, and there's a row of seats here, and all these people are queuing to go to the other end of the mall to register to vote for the next barangay election, or the next general election, or the next generation of voters out here. These are 15, 16 and 17-year-old, and you have to register at least 2 to 3 years out, because it takes them that long to process your paperwork. So I went online today and I was looking for somewhere to eat that was different, because Annie turned around and came home today and she'd found this place up in Buddha called the Wine Barrel. It looks really, really nice, but it's about 2.5 hours outside DAVAO. And when I contacted them, sent a message, they said they're fully booked, come back in September. Well, I won't be here in September, I'll be coming back in November. So we'll go to the Wine Barrel. But what? Yeah, it looks very nice. It's got a Mediterranean feel of a vineyard and food and stay. And the rooms are in barrels, which looks very nice. Yeah. So while I was looking online, up come the Google search for places to eat in DAVAO. So, and what I found really strange was the fact is that there are restaurants on Google search, yeah, that don't actually exist anymore in DAVAO. So the first one that came up was Cafe Refuge, which is just around the corner from me, and it turns around and says that it does pork chop breakfast meals and stuff like that. No, it doesn't. It's only just opened as a barbecue restaurant. Before that, it was a pizza restaurant, and before that, it was a coffee shop. So somebody's not actually updating Google. I then turned around, we're here at SF. It came up Hot Pot. Now the Hot Pot restaurant was a really, really nice restaurant. It was on the ground floor here. That's been closed 18 months. But they're still advertising saying it's opening at 5 o'clock. So before I came here with Andy, we walked downstairs and guess what? It ain't there. It ain't there. So also looked a restaurant on JP L'Oreal called Saya Bulo. It's been closed for 2 years. Still closed, but it opens at 6 o'clock. So if you're a tourist or a traveller coming to DAVAO and you're looking for somewhere to eat, there are certain restaurants on there that aren't actually open. They're not actually operational. And I find that misleading really from Google, because they need to turn around, well they should go on their site and delete anything that's not been active. And when you look at some of these restaurants, you look at the comments, it's from 3 years ago. So we were going to look at Annie Pies tonight over at Langen Business Park, but I know I can't go there because they do nice coffee, they do nice cakes. So that closed a year ago. And the Korean restaurant in Langen Business Park closed about a year ago. The yellowfin tuna that me and Annie have eaten at. When I first came here, I walked from downtown all the way to Yellowfin Tuna to meet Annie, and it was raining and she was 2 hours late. She was coming in a cab. Yeah?
You walk.
Yeah, so she finds it funny.
Started walking, then we're getting a taxi because the stops in the traffic because of the sun.
Yeah, so we went there. Well, that is now a Korean supermarket. It's no longer a restaurant.
The one in Business Park?
Yeah. Some of the information about DAVAO City is not being updated. Yeah, not being updated. And it's misleading, really. Because you plan to go out for a meal, and you get there, and it ain't there.
Well, yeah, some info online are misleading.
Yeah.
If it comes to play other places
I know. Anyway, so we're just having this place is called Seafood Paradise. Pork kumba. Look at that, pork kumba. It's the fatty belly of the pig that's not been cooked out properly. But it tastes really, really nice. Yeah. So you need to make sure you've still got some fat in it and the meat, not just really. Some places do pork kumba and they overcook it, so it's just the meat and no fat, and the meat tastes like you're trying to eat rock. This is nice. Very nice. So, yeah. The noise you can hear in the background is the local radio station. Yeah. It's called Baby Gaga. Very nice. You can still see them queuing out there, yeah? Unbelievable. We're going to go and have a cup of coffee once Annie's finished her crabs. But we're having...
Is there a cut-off by September on the registration for the local?
Is there? So Annie's just around and said the cut-off is in September. So they got like 35 days. Hopefully they're not going to be queuing for 35 days, because that means there's going to be a lot of people not registered. Now,
but if they like register during like elections, there will be like more people than this one.
that's Comlec, isn't it?
The Commonwealth.
Yeah. There we go. So, some of the things that caused us an issue. We were out the other day, me and Annie, and we were getting a taxi down here. We were queuing to get into the taxi, and somebody come barging in. What is your name? Aya? Como está? Oh, thank you. Anyway, so this woman came barging in front of me and Annie and a lot of other people, and people turned around and started mentioning it to this young lady, why are you pushing in? And her reply was, I have a baby. Yeah? Well, I'm 65 years old. The woman in front of me had a family, and she was about 70. So it seems to me that there are some youngsters that aren't sticking to the cultural rules of the Philippine people. Yeah, respect your elders. Yeah, just because they got a child, I think they can do anything. Yeah, not very nice. And then Annie was talking to the woman in front, just having a general conversation, and this girl's boyfriend came up and started going, chismis, 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 chismis. I've got more to do with my life than worry about some person that is just very, very rude.
The woman mentioned that they report in the guard that the guard did not do anything because they didn't see something wrong.
Well,
You know the other girl in front here on the side that's
Yeah.
waiting for her person to park with her? Yeah, but the fact that this kid, because they did something not us doing here.
yeah. So did you hear that? A woman in the queue reported the young lady for pushing into the security guards at the mall. And what did the security guards do at this mall in SM Lanning? Nothing. Guys in the white suit, they stand at the door, they'll check your bag and they'll let you in.